Hey guys, what's up? Phoenix here and I'm back again in Escape from Tarkov. So as you can see, I'm in the skills menu here and I've maxed out my strength. It's now at elite level. So I've noticed that over the past couple of months I've put out a few videos detailing what the best way to level your strength up is and what's most efficient, most effective and all that fun stuff, but I haven't actually gone over what the benefits of it are and what you get for actually doing it. So I've spent the past 15 hours straight just grinding this up. It's a real pain in the ass, but it is worth it, and that's what this video is about. It's why it's worth it. So we'll make our way through the listed skills. I'll go over a few of the unlisted skills, or the one unlisted skill, and hopefully give you guys a better understanding of why it's actually a good idea to level this up. So starting off, your listed skill is your increased jump height. So this goes, all the skills go up incrementally, so it's not just a 0 to 25% increase, it's 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 as you level up through the skills. And the same with all of the others. But at max level, you have an extra 25% jump. That is really noticeable. It allows you to clear clear fences and barrels and things like that you can't at base level. It actually allows you to get to certain areas that you can't get to when you're level 0 strength. So it is really useful in just getting to a whole new area of maps. Whether that's intended or not is really, it's kind of up for debate. But ultimately, you can jump on top of things that you can't jump on otherwise. You can get into positions and sit down and actually jump high is actually a really useful skill. It's probably one of the most useful that you get by maxing your strength out. For example, the custom shortcut can be jumped over with max strength by jumping on the car and the fence. In fact, it can be jumped over with I think level 30 or 40, but otherwise you'd need a key to get through there, so that's kind of an example of how useful that skill can be. Your carrying rate, not really something to worry about. Carrying rate doesn't really affect you too much at the moment. It depletes your stamina a little bit faster when you run, but that is essentially it. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to leave it off there. Hopefully once the game hits open world and all of that fun stuff's added in, there'll be systems to do with that. Melee strike power. Now, this is it's given a numerical value, extra 30%, but I find it's easier to kind of describe this in its real world application. And that is, if you're on factory doing a hatchet run, it increases the damage you do. But it just says 30%, but in my experience it seems to be a hell of a lot more than 30%. You're able to one-shot anyone with a headshot with a hatchet, and that's across the board no matter what your skills are. But what I've found maxing it out is that you often get one-hit kills to the chest, and occasionally you get one-hit kills to the limbs. Why this is, I don't know, but it is something I've noticed consistently in this patch, in every patch beforehand, and in this patch as well. So it basically makes you a god with your hatchet. You can just whack shit and it just drops dead. So really useful. Moving on, your sprint speed is doubled, and this brings me on to another skill that's not listed, but we'll deal with this. Pretty self-explanatory. Your sprint speed is double what it is when you start off. Basically means you can cover a hell of a lot more distance in a hell of a lot less time. This combined with a relatively high level of endurance, and endurance you just level up by running, means that you can sprint across the entire map on one stamina bar. It's awesome, and it's actually a really enjoyable element to gameplay. It makes flanking enemies and getting around to areas a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable and a lot quicker. So it adds a whole nother element to combat because you're able to close that distance and flank a lot quicker. Then your throw distance, not really, you throw grenades further, doesn't really matter too much. Moving on to what I was just talking about though in terms of the unlisted skill. It's not listed on there, but it is definitely something that I've noticed going from 0 to 51. As your sprint speed seems to increase, your movement speed also increases. It's not listed, but it is a definite fact. I've just, walking next to somebody at full pace with maxed out, and they have 0, you walk a lot faster as well. So it's not just your sprint speed that's affected, it is also your general movement speed, and it is a lot faster, which again allows you to close that gap a lot faster with your weapon raised. So that's another skill that's not really listed, but is definitely a benefit to maxing out your strength. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed, hope I managed to cover everything off and answer any questions you guys had. If you like to hit the like button, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, queries, doubtful points, want to have a chat, or have suggestions for new videos, chuck them in the comments below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Anyway guys, like I said, thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.